How you doing, guys? ZHBD Boxing Dosage here, back with another video. In this video I'd like to give you my prediction for this upcoming fight. It's going down this weekend. It's the return of lightweight Nick Bull. You know, a very good fighter in my opinion. You know, proved himself at the world elite level. He's going in there with Doheny, a guy that faced Naoya Inoue in his last fight. Got brutally knocked out in the round 7, I believe. You know, up until then he did decent. You know, he did well to stay away from the power of Naoya Inoue for 7 rounds, but eventually it definitely took its toll. You get me? Being an older fighter as well, you get me? Like, Nick Bull is just young and hungry, in my opinion. You know, Nick Bull proved himself on the 5 vs 5. You know, Queensbury vs Matchroom card, which was a very good card, you know, a really good card that I enjoyed. And he went in there with a difficult world level operator in Raymond Ford, you know, Ray Ford. And, you know, Ray Ford got beaten. Like, you get me? Like, Nick Bull was beaten in pillar to post in that fight. And I thought, like, the boxing ability of Ray Ford would, you know, give Nick Bull a little bit of problems, but he did really well to cut off the ring, you get me? And he proved himself as one of the elite world level class lightweights, in my opinion, Nick Bull, you know? Nick Bull is just relentless with it. He's short and he's stocky build. And, you know, generally he likes to chop the tree down, you know? Them smaller fighters, you know, as long as they know how to cut off the ring, put pressure on, and do it very smartly, you understand, they're gonna, you know, chop the tree down. Do you know what I mean? Plus only that, he's got the strength behind it, strength and conditioning. I like his stamina in particular, you get me? What I like about it is this, it can like stay at the same pace for the full 12 rounds, you get me? So you know his conditioning is really good if you got that sort of stamina where, you know, you're not getting tired. Do you know what I mean? It takes a long time for you to get tired, and that's how you know he's gonna go further in the sport of boxing. And he's only at the, I think he's in his mid-20s, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's in his mid-20s, and Doheny is at the tail end of his career. He's about 38 years old, and I don't think he's got the footwork to keep Nick Bull off of him or at the end of his jab. You get me? Like, you know, in that brutal knockout where Naoya Inoue landed a thudding body shot, do you understand? Which Doheny couldn't continue with. And I think that's going to take a toll on his body, you get me? All that punishment he did take, he's a warrior, but, you know, that punishment will take a toll out of you, and he might not be the same fighter ever again once he's faced Inoue. Do you get me? Because Inoue's power is just out of the world, you know? But like I said, in this prediction, like, Ray Ford, I just think he's going to be a bit too much maybe for Doheny. You can't overlook Doheny because he's quite experienced, you get me? But I think eventually, like, the youth and the stamina and conditioning of Nick Bull is eventually going to prevail in this fight. That's what I think personally, because Nick Bull has been looking really good and he's proved himself. He's at the world-class elite level. Not only that, he had a draw with Vargas, I believe, which, you know, a lot of people did think, including myself, he may have just won that fight, you get me? But, you know, you can clearly tell Nick Bull is at the world level and he's going to go places, do you understand? And it's really good coming from a British sort of fighter, because sometimes you don't see them sort of fighters, British fighters, prevail at the world stage. So really good and impressed with Nick Bull, you get me? So with none other ado, I got my final prediction. I got Nick Bull potentially winning this fight by knockout, you know. I certainly do see it, because they touted him to face Inoue next, you get me? I think he's got to put on a statement here. If he's gonna want to create a lot of interest in that fight, he's got to do a job on TJ Doheny, and if not, an even better job than what Naoya Inoue did, which I think he can do, you know? So I'm gonna go on my final prediction, guys. I'm gonna say it's a mid to late round stoppage, about 4 to 6 maybe, or 7 to 9, around them sort of rounds. I believe the knockout will come, but nevertheless, I'm gonna go with Nick Ball to win this fight by knockout. Let me know your thoughts, guys, and what do you think about Nick Ball and this TJ Doheny fight. I just think it's gonna be too much of stamina and conditioning, and eventually he's gonna take TJ Doheny out. You know, let me know your thoughts, guys. As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So in this prediction, I got Nick Ball winning by knockout. I'll see you on the next one, guys. ZHBD Boxing Dosage. I'm out.